talking about estimating. We're going to talk using video games. Something you do all the time, you love to do, and we all know that, here and at home. Kids think, okay, now I have free time. I'm going home, I'm going to play video games, I have free time here, I'm just having fun. But you could make a career out of it. Right? Watch, I'll show you something. College scholarships for video games. A scholarship. You know what a scholarship is? What's a scholarship?
Something you achieve.
Something you achieve, right. If I told you I have a full scholarship to college, what would that mean for me?
You achieved it?
I earned it, but everything's paid for. There's a scholarship where everything or almost everything could be paid for. Seen, and video game players are seen as athletes. You ever think of yourself as an athlete because you're sitting at home playing video games? Or watch, we'll see.
Add to Robert Morris. Well, I think what I will add is a level of experience that the student can engage in something outside of the classroom. We found that students that participate in something outside the classroom tend to graduate at a higher rate, so we're providing an opportunity for students with a different ability set to get involved.
So what kind of players are you looking for?
Well, we're looking for players that can handle academically our university, so that first of all, they have to be admitted to our school. And then we're looking for the best players that we can really find. You know, we're not saying tiering out that you have to be at this sort of level, but out of the application base, we're looking for sort of the best varsity team, and then adding in a couple of varsity reserve teams as well. Tell me about it.
I'm very happy to help out any way I can. I understand that the recruiting process is geared more towards the new students, and I'm definitely on board to help facilitate this new endeavor that we're undertaking. I've been involved with a lot of things here at Robert Morris. A few of us trying to get a club started, but we never really moved forward enough with that. And it's really cool that this came across.
Give me an example.
Online.
Oh, online, so you're playing other people you don't know, or people you know?
Mm-hmm.
Both? So you play like friends and family?
Mm-hmm.
And then you go against each other, or you just try to total up your points? See who has the most?
Yeah.
Or it depends, right? What game? Okay, great. Yeah, so what does that have to do with what we're talking about? Estimating. Okay, we're learning estimating. We've been using it, real world examples. I tell you all the time, you go to the grocery store, I did it again this morning. I had $7 in my pocket. I'm looking at a couple different prices. I have cents, I have dollars. I can't do all that in my head. So we try to round things, or we estimate, so we know we're not going over. Okay, that's just one application. You might even do it in some of your video games, but show me where League of Legends is. Come on up here.
It's right there on the green.
Yeah, come on up and show me, and tell me what % of time do people play League of Legends of all the video games out there?
21 to 26.
Okay, just point to where League of Legends is. Okay, how about Diablo 3? Okay, I just want to make sure you have an idea of what this is. Okay, great. Have a seat. Okay, now if I said League of Legends and Diablo 3, 21.26% Bluestone and 13.74%. Could you do that right now for me? What'd you get?
35.
35. We didn't need to worry about this 2.6 and 7.4. Now, if I added 21.26 and 13.74, are we going to get very close to what we estimated, you think? Okay, 21.26 plus 13.74. All these numbers, decimals. 6 plus 4 is how much?
10.
10. Put the 0, carry the 1. How about 7 plus 2 is 9, and 1 is 10. There it is. What'd you get when we estimated?
35.
35. Look at that. Is it always going to come up exact every time, our estimation? No. This one did. Okay, so you know that each of these colors corresponds to these. You showed that to me. Okay. This is the same information that we just saw on the pie chart. We took the information from the pie chart and we put it in columns, okay? There's League of Legends 21.26, Diablo 3 13.74, and the other ones. Do you know what this means, all of the rest?
all other games.
All the other games than these 4 here, or these 5. What games have you played there?
I played League of Legends.
Mm-hmm.
I tried Warcraft. And I think that's all I played.
Okay, but have you heard of any of the other ones?
Yeah. Or Dota.
I was reading an article that they say not just millions, but tens of millions of people every day play League of Legends. Tens of millions all over the world. It's not just Wyoming, it's not just the US, it's the whole world. Video games. And to think that you could take your skills playing video games and make a career out of it. Okay. I mean, there are people making good money and having fun building video games, programming video games. Do you think you'd like to do something like that?
Yeah.
And learning math will certainly help you with that. Remember this worksheet? Okay. Can you read to me? This word's estimate. Can you read to me question 1?
Estimate how much more time is spent on League of Legends compared to Dota 2.
Okay. League of Legends, 21%. Bluestone, is this closer to 22 or would it stay at 21?
Stays at 21.
Stays at 20. Why? Recall this. After this decimal, it's the next number we're going to use to decide if we go up to 22 or we stay at 21. What number would it have to be to go up to 22?
1.
5 and above, remember? It's rounding, okay? So that's why if it's a 2 after the 21, we're going to keep it at 21. Now, could we go up to 22 and still make a good estimate?
Yeah.
Yeah, or it depends. It depends on what we're doing. How about 13.74? Would that stay at 13 or go up to 14? What would be a better estimate of that number?
Go up to 14.
14, because there's a 7 here, right? We know that 7 is closer to the next number, to 10. So we go up to 14. Okay. All right, so remember that's where we got that information, okay? We took the 21, and then we used Dota 2. Let's go back there. Okay, Dota 2. What color is that?
Orange.
Orange, okay. Estimate what number, percentage, do
17.
people play? 17, good job. Okay, there's our number, 21. How much more time? What do we know when it says how much more? What operation do we use?
Subtraction.
Subtraction. How much more? Whenever you see how much more, it's the difference. How much more? And that's why we took 21, League of Legends, that was our estimate. 17 was our estimate, Dota 2, and we subtracted it, okay? So the answer would be 4% more time spent on, which of the two?
Much more time
Spent on
League of Legends.
League of Legends, because we know that's the 21. That's where people are using that much more. Okay, so we did the same thing, number 2. Estimate how much less time is spent on Diablo 3 than League of Legends. We took League of Legends and we subtracted. So it's the same kind of question, just in reverse. How much less time? 7% less on Diablo 3. And then we did number 3, estimate how much time is spent on Warcraft and Counter-Strike combined. All right, so what operation did we use because of the word combined? Okay. Read to me number 4.
Is your answer to 3 more or less time than all of the rest of the games?
Okay, so it's kind of like a 2-part question because we have to do something else. Okay, is your answer to number 3? Remember your answer to number 3 because we're going to change the screen here for a second. So what's your answer for number 3?
35.
35% time spent on both of these. Now this is saying, is it more or less than the rest of the game? So we got to go back to the pie chart. What's the rest? What is the percent on the rest?
12, 32 to 18.
Okay, 32. Do we go up to 33? You want to estimate that at 32?
Estimate that. 32.
32, keep it at 32, good. Going back, 32. Okay, so is it more or less than the rest? Is this more or less than 32? Is it more or less?
No. More.
More. You can put in more. Write in more for number 4. Good. Good job. So we're estimating, we're using this information. All these numbers after the decimal, we're not really interested in. We're kind of using them to estimate, and we're making good progress, aren't we? We're doing good math. Estimate. That's why it's important. It's one of the things I told you is most important to know that you're going to use all the time outside of here. You would probably do that in your head without even thinking. If you were looking at this slide, I don't know, maybe you want to, 21, you would probably be cutting these numbers off. They're important, but we still get a good idea. One of the things we like to do in this classroom to learn is using your hands, using your brain, coming up with cool ideas. Remember we were talking about that little creature you're building up there, the Legos? That's how we learn, Stone. So one nice thing that we can do with the video games is we can do artwork, can't we?
Yeah.
Did you ever think of a video game? Like you had a name for one? Maybe one you created in your own? What's it called?
I won't tell you.
Ah, it's a secret. You don't want me to steal your idea, huh? Yeah, see, okay, so we're going to continue this on our own, okay? Tomorrow or Wednesday through the week. Create a work of art that relates to video games. So it doesn't have to be a video game cover or an idea for a video game, although it sounds like you're already there with that. And I'd love to see some sort of creation. Use your imagination. You have an imagination when it comes to this. So you probably already have ideas going through your head right now. A work of art. There is writing involved, Bluestone, and we love writing, don't we, in this classroom? Like, wait a minute, we're talking video games, art, now writing? This is how we learn, right? And we need to write. So you're going to use that art and write about why you enjoy video games so much. Think you can do that? I know you can do that. Great. Okay, so wrap it up. Mr. Lasso's talked about his project, why they're here, why we're doing this. Okay. We watched a video. Kids going to college, being considered athletes, playing on teams, getting scholarships. Pie chart. This showed us we estimated.
This first part's almost done. All you have to do is do a cartoon.
Then we looked at the same information, just displayed differently. We did some problems. It goes on. We're going to create a work of art, or you're going to create a work of art. And using that art, you're going to write about why you like video games so much. And
Thank you.
creating a cool project that we created together.
So does this sound good?
And I want to thank you, Bluestone. Thank you. Did a great job. Appreciate it.